Hi there, I'm Shane Spiers, and welcome to another edition of the Performance Brief, where we give you one breakthrough business idea in just 5 minutes. My guest today is David Avrin. David, a very warm welcome. How are you today?
I'm doing fine, sir. Thanks for having me on.
Brilliant. For those of you that don't know him, David is one of the most in-demand business marketing customer experience speakers in the world today. He has shared his content-rich, entertaining, hard-hitting and memorable presentations to enthusiastic audiences across the world. David shows business leaders and entrepreneurs how to ferret out, recognise, craft and promote compelling competitive advantages. A former CEO, group leader and business marketing firm owner, David's business insights have been featured on hundreds of broadcast media outlets and thousands of online and print publications around the world. He is also the author of 3 books, including the acclaimed It's Not Who You Know, It's Who Knows You, and his new book, Visibility Marketing, the no-holds-barred truth about what it takes to grab attention, build your brand, and win new business. David, the title of our interview is Customer Experience, blink and they're gone. Why today's customers are leaving you for competitors and how to win them back. And with 5 minutes for the interview, are you ready?
I am ready.
Brilliant. Let me start my clock. So,
Alrighty.
Why
Yes.
are today's customers leaving us for our competitors?
You know what? They're leaving for one simple reason, which is they can, and because they're annoyed. I tell business owners and audiences across the country and around the world, your biggest source of lost revenue is the customer you never knew about. They drove by and they never stopped in. They came to your website and they clicked away without buying. They called and they hung up before you answered, or they came in and they turned around without being engaged, and you have no idea who those people were or how many of them there were. You know, we talk a lot today about customer experience. It's sort of been a shift from customer service, which is what an individual does at that point of contact. But customer experience is specifically tailored by an organization to saying, this is how we're going to do business. This is how we're going to engage with our customers at every point of contact. It might be on the phone, it might be online, it might be in person. And this whole new generation of really, I think, wonderful advice on customer experience. How do we thrill our customers? How do we make these wonderful, outstanding experiences? I think they make the assumption that everything is good to begin with and we're going to try and make it better. And I don't make that assumption at all. I think a lot of organizations are really screwing this up. I think in the interest of expediency, in the interest of cost savings, they're making it very difficult for people to do business with them. I mean, everything about business is about getting their customers engaged and really liking them. So they spend a lot of time creating wonderful products and services, making it very attractive, and then they restrict access. You ever go to that website? We all get frustrated. We go to a website, we want to talk to somebody, and we're searching, we can't find a phone number. And there's not an email address, but there's a contact form. And I talk to CEOs all the time. I'm like, what's with the contact form? And they said, well, that's how we want them to contact us. Well, I said, that's how you want to, but why isn't there a phone number? And this is the answer I get, honest to God. Well, if we put a phone number, they're going to call us. And I'm like, who's going to call you? Your customers? And they say, oh, God, they'll call us all day. I'm like, are they not telling you that this is how they want to get in touch with you? We tend to, we see businesses across the world who are structuring things to make life easier for their teams, for their staff. Here's how we want you to contact us. Here's the things that we say no to. You know, it's easier for the people in the kitchen to not have any modifications of the menu. Well, someone might have an allergy. Someone might have a preference. Well, can I substitute shrimp for chicken? Oh, no, we don't do substitutions. Why? This is your paying customer. They want to give you money. But it's easier for the team. And the problem is, like I said, they don't realize how many customers they're leaving.
And what you describe is it's lots of little things that we're doing as businesses to tick them off.
Oh yeah, I mean it's constant though. I mean it's just as we look at trying to make things easier, and it's also sort of a function of full employment. You know, it's challenging getting good employees now, and so managers are tiptoeing around their staff because they don't want to have to do this. We go into a doctor's office right now, and they hand you this electronic iPad or form because some salesman said, this is going to make things so much easier and your patients are going to enter their information. Well, guess what? We don't want to enter our information. That's your job. We're coming in because we're sick. We feel bad. We have a child who's injured, but Somebody told us that it would be easier for them if we input it so they don't have to do it. Well, but now we have to do everything. And this isn't just a lament about having to do things for ourselves. We go to the airport counter and we have to tag our own bags. And they hand me, oh, you have to tag, and I wheel it over. I said, no, you do it. You do this all day. You have a lot more experience than I do. When my son was born in the hospital and the doctor gives me the big scissors, said, would you like to cut the cord? I'm like, you know what? I think you have a lot more experience than I do.
So David, we've just got a minute left. How do we win them back?
I think we win them back by putting ourselves in their shoes. And we don't like being on hold in voicemail. We don't like being told 15 times that our call is very important. So why do we think our customers will put up with it? What I would advise people in the last 45 seconds we have is look at every touch point in your organization. From the time someone decides to do business, they go and look on Google. They go to the website. What do they find? Who do they talk to when they call? Is that person trained? Every point of contact through delivery of service and follow-up. And ask the question, is that the way it should be done? Is that the best way it should be done? What do customers love about it? What do they hate about it? And is there a better way? And out of the 40 touch points, maybe you find 3 or 4 that you can enhance that become the difference between you and everyone else. Because people will leave you in a heartbeat because they can, because choices are vast.
Right. David,
There
brilliant. Bang on time. Thank you for that. Folks, the URL for David's website will be below the video, but for those listening, it's www.visibilityinternational.com.